Hello everybody, welcome back to Stationeers. So, the last video I'm a little bit disappointed with because I didn't get anything done, and obviously the Stirling engine didn't really work how I wanted it to. I'm really struggling to cool it. It was bothering me last night. I was thinking about it just as we were going to bed, and there's something I want to try. If it doesn't work, then we will put the Stirling on hold for now, and we'll get other stuff done around the base. And then we'll revisit it once we have some kind of heat sink or something we can use. So, what I want to try is kind of bottlenecking the input, because what occurred to me was this pipe is very high pressure, and that could be contributing to the amount of heat because it's processing a lot. I don't know if that's how this works. So what I'm going to do is let's just stick a pressure regulator on the input. And then just see if by reducing the amount that we feed through has any bearing on how much heat is kicking out, because we don't really need the power. Like the power, we're not bothered. The issue is solely I'm just trying to cool my shit. That is all. I haven't got any bloody gold, which is a shame. I really need to get deep mines done as well at some point. So let me quickly go and mine. That's a pump. I mean, I could use a pump, not a pressure regulator instead, but the pressure regulator is going to add a layer of safety. I have the wrong chip, so let me swap this. I just need a little bit of gold. Oh, there is a lot of gold. Let's quickly grab that. And it would help if I put my mining belt there. So after we've done this test and we know whether the stove is going to be on or not, this is going to be a bit of a long video, because I want to... My face is still on. I want to finish off some of the stuff we've got half done. We've got a half done greenhouse, this area. We've got half done cooling on the gases. There's just a lot of stuff that I want to get finished so it's up and running properly before we start any new projects, because it's a habit I get into, and it's a hard habit to break, but I end up always starting loads of stuff and never really finishing it. So let's not do that. Let's change, or at least try and change. So I'm just going to get this gold processed, and then we will see whether this Stirling is going to be left on or not. Turn the glasses off. I might as well keep you hot, right? So let's just do this. I love that little trick. Give me more. I think it's still losing a bit of temperature, but I think it's because the pressure in the room isn't high enough. I need that to get up to about 100 kPa. So I might change that. Let's quickly do that now. Where's my laptop? Right, import you. And then just have a quick look. Oh, we've got it set to 150. So basically, I should probably just pump some more in. Have I got anything in there? I do not. So what we could do is shove our waste tank in there. I think that's probably okay. Make this nice and slow. So I want to get this up to the 100 kPa mark, so that we hopefully lose less pressure. Now I know that this is going to bring the temperature of the furnace down. It's fine. I mean, I haven't got enough waste there anyway. I could put some nitrogen in. Yeah, screw it. Let's fill it up with some nitrogen. I'm looking for 100 kPa, and then obviously as the temperature gets hotter, the pressure in there will increase. There we go. So I'm happy with that. At this temperature, and now that pressure is only going to go up because the temperature is going to be increasing based on the heat of the furnace. So that's fine. So we'll see what happens there. So I got my gold. Let's get a pressure regulator made. Make me one of those. Do I have cable? I do have cable. One of them. Right. The base is still recovering, as you can see, 32 degrees. It's still recovering from when I popped open the Stirling. But hey ho. Right, so we already have a bottleneck there, the valve, but I think because the pressure is so high on the input, that valve is just letting tons through. So instead, let's remove... I mean, we'll leave that valve on, actually. We'll leave it on. Let's go for a pressure regulator, although it's going to have to go upside down, which is okay. I'm going to put you, I guess... We'll take this bit of pipe out here, because this is definitely the input, yeah? Yes, it is. So if we take out a section of this, put the regulator in there, like so. And to start with, we'll do something, we'll do small. It's bugger all. But let's just see, let's experiment. Let's see what happens. So this first one, this first test, is that the pressure is going to be set to a pressure that is lower than the room. Now, obviously, we've still got 27 megapascal in there, is what it is. Ideally, I'd kind of want to get that out. We may have to just suck it up. Because there's not much... I mean, it's going all the way over there, though, I guess. You know what? No. Let's very quickly, let's sort this out. Let's do it as a proper test. Take the one-way valve out. Stick a pump there. We're going to have to remove this guy. Just temporarily. Oh no, I can't even have the pump there, because the pump needs to go here. Yes. Okay. Do this. Get this cable just hooked up here. Bring this round. Right. So you're on full. Let's get that pressure out of that pipe. So we're not going to get it empty, because we'll end up just waiting here, but let's get it as low as we can whilst waiting a decent amount of time. I need to get some more volatile for this. We're very almost there. But yeah, I want to do that today as well. Okay, so as you can see there, the pressure in there now is pretty small. We've gone through a lot of that pressure. That was on like 35. So we forced a lot through. But I'm happy with that. So let me remove the drill. Let me remove the pump. Get rid of this cable. Okay, and then give me the regulator. This might not work. I mean, I'm pretty confident it probably won't, but I just wanna test. So I don't think anything will be going in, no, because we're at 50 kPa. It's more than happy with that. So we are creating a bottleneck and basically reducing the amount of hot gas that the regulators are taking in. The thing is, I don't really care because the power is second to the cooling. The cooling is what I wanted. But we've got a vacuum, so worst case scenario, if we have to, we'll just go to vacuum cooling and then revisit the Stirling once we have a heat sink. Let me just munch on this potato. Right. So so obviously if the temperature goes up, then setting that on 50 is obviously not making any headway whatsoever. We've got 1 sterling in there. I want that room to cool when we're pushing through the pressure. No. Still not happening. I mean, it's working better. It's not going up as quick. How much power are you making, just out of curiosity? Not much. And I'm assuming that the temperature of the output is still pretty hot. Let me go and check. So having it on 50 kPa is not... We can't even run that. And that's only with 1 sterling. I wanted to put all 3 back in. So the output... Yeah, so let's test the temperature prior to the valve. 517. So it's cooler. But I would have to massively, like we could go something really stupid. I don't know if... Okay, as low as it'll go, I mean, without the labeler. Can we run it on 1 kPa cooling? I mean, at this point, we're getting almost no benefit. It's going to take forever just to cool that tank. But can we do this? We may have to wait for that pipe to empty. I can't actually see what's in that pipe. But that is us only putting in 1 kPa. And it still isn't... It's not worth it. It really, really isn't worth it. So now we just need to get some decent form of cooling. So we are going to revisit this setup at some other point. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I've got other things I want to do. Because we've got a lot of half-done jobs. The base is looking a bit of a mess. We need to get this sorted out. I mean, this corner, I actually hate it. So we need to rejig and do something there. This I want to sort. There's no excuse for not having this already done. So let's get ourselves tons of these trees. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. So if we do 20, 29 plus 28 is a maths question. What's that, 57? And that will just give us this strip. So screw it. Let's do 57 trees. That's going to give me 3. I'm going to need a shed ton of iron. Go on, get in there. I think I'm going to rotate these printers because I actually don't like this. I prefer them all being one way. Creature of habit and all that. I think I've got some iron on me. I have. I mean, it's not going to perform miracles, but it can only help. Right, reagent goes in there. More. Come on, more. Give me that. Oh, got more. Oh, I missed. But what we got, a 50 and a 50. They're both iron. Right. Let's start getting these put down. These two can be moved. I need to get a liquid pump on that. Get all that sorted out. So let's really smash this out. We're gonna have to get some water processed, but I have ice water. That shouldn't really be an issue. Let me take my suit off. I'm just walking around my base with my suit on it. This isn't needed. Let's do that. You still going? How much iron you got? 46. Not enough. Here's another 100. That would do me another 10. So this will give... I think I'm going to get another row done now. And the other two can come from those. Let me get that liquid pump that I mentioned last time. I've definitely got one somewhere. There we go. And give me my wrench. Give me that. Stick it in there. And then get you connected temporarily to that oven. Whack it up to full. Get that water out. Right, we've got a little bit of steam. I'm less bothered about that, to be honest. Yeah, we'll get rid now. So you, 1, 2. That drill. This whole thing can come up, to be honest. I think I'm gonna. Let's just get a few potatoes printed, so we're not wasting all of them, and then I'm just gonna move it. I'm just gonna move it. Right. How far can we get with this? Actually, I should do this from the other side, so that I could have potatoes at least starting to grow. Come on. Wrench. Right, do it from this side instead. Because then I can hook up the water, and then it's just a case of adding more trays to the end of it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4. I need another 15. So 150 iron. Do I have 150 iron? Maybe in some of the other printers. You're out. So I've got 2 worth in there. 5 in there. But I've got no more iron. Alright. Let's go and quickly do some more mining. So, to people who don't like long videos, I apologize for this one. But I've decided that today I'm going to get shit done. So that is why it's longer. And also, hence the name, bigger, longer, and uncut. I am not cutting out the mining. Because I don't want to... Because the problem is, because I do the videos in 2K, and obviously I don't care, people might not care about this, but I'm telling you anyway. To process a 2K, I mean, maybe this is just for me, maybe this is my computer, I don't know. It's not exactly a toaster. But I find that, for example, a 1 hour video, rendering 2K, takes about just under the length of the video to process. I want that volatile. So, for example, you could an hour video could be like 45 minutes to 50 minutes for it to process, and that is just processing on my PC. Then I've got to upload it and do all that kind of thing. And while it's processing, I don't like to do anything else because I just want my PC just to get that done without any interruption. So I end up having to leave it, which means it's like 40 minutes for an hour video. This is like 40 to 50 minutes of me not being able to play a game. This video is going to be a hell of a lot longer, which means that the processing time would be considerably longer. So, unfortunately, I'm going to leave the mining in because it just means that I don't have to kind of put additional time in editing and all that kind of thing. It is what it is. You're seeing everything. But I'll try my best to make it as not boring as possible. Let me just... I can get a bit more iron on me. If I just jig stuff about. Right, that's going to give me space for another couple. I could even go as far as doing this. And do this just to cram a little bit extra in. Any more iron? Or have I got it all? Think I've gotten it all. That's fine. So in that case, then you go there, you go there. Alright, well that's going to give me enough iron for the trees. Oh, we've got water ice there, so we'll come back out for that shortly. Because I need to get a plentiful amount backed up. Cancel. Turn these off. Okay, get me my iron. I should probably put some chutes on that to make it quicker. But I may be moving the recycler anyway, so we'll see. Thank you. Oh, I caught that as it just fingered, so that's fine. And you. You. And I may as well get some trays going. Alright, you start printing those. And then another 50, and that should be enough for that strip. Give me that. Might as well do this, and I may as well get that bit of copper done as well. And this volatile can go into here. I should have done that earlier actually, but never mind. Gold? No! Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck that up. Never mind. Okay. So give me this. Give me them as well. Oh, look at that. Lots of potatoes on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, you know, another 5, which I'm going to get. And then we are done here. I don't know if I'm going to get through all these potatoes before they spoil. But is what it is. It doesn't matter. We've got a shed ton growing. Well, we're going to have a shed ton growing anyway. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So, I apparently have no... Oh, because it's not hooked up. So I currently have 16 litres of water in the entire system. It's not enough. Let me move some of these away. Although they're just going to roll back, it's fine. So give me these pipes. And come across here. Into there. Boom. Okay. So we're still going to have... I mean, we're going to lose... The amount of water is going to go down. Because the water is now being spread across a larger network. Some of the water will evaporate to maintain a pressure. But I think this is where we should probably get the ice crusher up. And get some of our water processed. Before I do that, let me move this godforsaken oven. There's nothing in there. That didn't give me anything. Angle grinder. And wrench. There we go. That guy is gone. So, how were you getting your power? I don't remember. It looks like it was up there. Yeah, that APC's feeding it. So actually, all of this can go without any risk to anything. Come on, there we go. If I do this, and we'll leave that cable there because I do plan on, well, potentially needing power down here anyway. So that's fine. Turn this off. Let's get that liquid pump moved. Tidy up this pipe. Beep. Boom. Okay. So how much water have we ended up with? 15.6. Okay, fine. It didn't... I thought it would have been a much bigger impact than that, but that's fine. Right. So I need to now get all of these duplicated. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I already harvested all the seeds, which is why I'm not getting seeds from them. And all being well, now my biggest problem here is now going to be the CO2. Because water I can sort, but CO2, we've only got 33 moles per cube. So let's get all the potatoes planted, and then we'll work on that. Give me those, give me those. I'm a potato farmer, mother. What I always wanted to be. I do like a chip. And I have one spare seed, which works for me. Okay. So that is that done. So now we need to work on our gas system, because what we currently have is shoddy and, well, it's just basically terrible. So what I'm trying to think, what should I do? Should I filter out hot and then cool it separately? Or should I cool the entire tank and then filter out from there? I'm thinking the latter. I think we should cool this entire tank. And have that then be what we filter. I don't like where this is, so I'm probably, well, maybe I'm okay with where that is actually. I'm not sure. But we need to get a cooling system for this setup.
Hydration critical.
So the easiest way of doing that is just going to be insulated pipes going outside and then non-insulated covered in radiators. Do I go for those or those? I mean, these are cheaper. So let's just go for tons of the pipe radiators. We'll shove them out there. We've got a spare battery there. That's my paints. So you can go into there. You should be with me. Da, da. It's a mess, isn't it? Everywhere is just a mess. This room is a work in progress, so we'll leave it as it is. Cause I might change this up. I mean, what I could do is I could make that box smaller. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But that's 9. Actually, what we'll do is leave it there. Leave it there because I've got a shed ton outside. Let's just dismantle bits of our crappy system and reuse it on a potential system that might or should probably work. But yeah, going to be the same principle. This is going to be connected to a insulated pipe, and sorry, a non-insulated pipe with a digital valve, and that digital valve is going to. It's basically going to be a repeat of this. What we've got out here on this platform. There, you can't see it from there. Repeat of this, because this is working. It's bringing our base down slowly, but I did put a lot of temperature into the base. So yeah, that'll do. Give me this. And then you know what? Because this is off, let's just turn this off. No, I can't. I need that to continue cool. No, let's leave that up. It's fine. Let's do another digital valve. And then we're going to need a pump. Like one of those, please. Thank you very much, Lee. Right. So I've got the digital valve. I've got the pump. I already had a pump. Never mind. I've got those. I just need the insulated pipes. I need to print some of those off because I haven't got any by the looks of things. Pipe. I need silicon. I still have silicon, I think. I do. Not a lot, though. Right, print me out an amount of those. I wonder if... Because, I mean, I like this. But at the same time, I think I'd rather just see a tank. So I might move all this across some. Unfortunately, that auction tank now has quite a bit in it. No, it doesn't. Yeah, we're still not auction positive, are we? So we're not gaining loads of auction. Now's a good... If I'm going to move things, now's a good time to do it. Yeah, we could have oxygen, nitrogen, CO2. The filtration could be in front, and we'll make it work. Right, give me what you've got. Let's quickly get some water. I need to get the ice crusher up, so we'll do that shortly. But CO2 is my priority at the moment, because I've got a lot of potatoes relying on that CO2. Okay. So this is the line that I want to be cooling. It's a lot of volume. A lot of volume. Also, let me very quickly go and make some floor grating. Let's not waste our jetpack. Let's get this place somewhat easier to maneuver. What have I got? I've got 2 floor grating there. I need more than that though. So give me floor grating. Don't need loads of those while I'm waiting. Let's get the jetpack replaced. Thank you very much. And what we'll do is we'll run... Can I run? Yeah, we'll run this platform all the way around. I might make some stairs to then go down a level. So let's do that. Don't use all the iron. I think I need 15 for stairs. I think. I do need 15 for stairs. Whee! It's like I kind of remember things. You go there. You go in there. Give me those stairs. As quick as you like. Right. Let's go and do this. Yeah, I need to also run this all the way around, but it's a long job. It's fine. For now, anyway. So let me do this. Actually, what I should probably do is not that. Crap. Give me... Is it angle grinder I need for that? No, crowbar. Can I put the stairs there without that pipe thingying through it? My thinking is no. That is a HR incident waiting to happen. Fine. Let's not do that. So stairs are going to go here then. Floor grating goes here. I mean, that's okay. And we'll just end up having to come back on ourselves a little bit. So do this. We'll do some railings at some point, but for now, that's fine. Stick you in there. Okay, so this is the tank that we're wanting to cool. So all I need to do is create the cooling loop thing here. So if I go for... which one of these buttons works? That one. So if we go for valve, and then I think this needs to be the other way. What the hell? Yeah, I kind of want this that side instead. Fine. Let me change that because the valve works both ways, whereas the pump doesn't. So if we do valve there, pump there, and then I can do a much nicer thing with the cable. It's black cable. I haven't got any black paint, but we've got the mod, so we'll sort that out. Connect these two together. Like so, and then I should be able to... Oh, there's literally a cable right there. I can just connect to that. Like so. Okay, then we use insulated pipe on both of these inputs. So you and you. And then on the output, we connect both of these together. That could have been... I want to put it in the middle though, so it's fine. And give me a 10. Although I kind of want this to be... I want to be able to walk under this. Can I walk under that? Can I walk under that when it's got radiators on it? No. Well, that's shite, isn't it? I guess we could just do... We could have it vertically. Doesn't have to be sticking out like that. We could do this. And have it... As long as the radiators don't... I can't... It's a bit difficult because you have to be so far away from them to figure out where the hell it should be. But yeah, technically it doesn't matter that the radiators are going to be that close to that drain or anything. They just can't be touching the frames. So now I can just do this. A massive cooling tube. There we go. And that would very simply, or very quickly I should say, cool. I'm hoping it's going to very quickly cool that tank. We'll see, we'll see. So if we go this waste cooling valve. Oh no, it's a pump. Waste cooling pump. And waste cooling valve. Alright. Because that is the waste from the furnace. That's where I'm going for with that. So have I got everything that I need? I think I have. That'll open when cooling is required, and that will allow it to flow both ways. So that will slowly cool that. And then once this pipe gets to a decent temperature, then that pump turns on. There's no point in that pump being on all the time, because this will allow it to flow both ways. So let's go and... I might need an analyzer. Oh, I could read from the tank actually, can't I? Yeah, that might be an option instead, actually. Let me stick this here and this here. How's our CO2 getting on? We're still okay. We're still absolutely fine. Yeah, if I connect your logic to the black cable, like so, I'll be able to read from that, and then I'll be able to adjust its temperature based on the outside. Now, I do have an IC on this network. This was already looking after the cooling over here. That is that cooling, right? Yes, it's on the black network. Do I have a separate cooling system? Let's have a quick look at what it actually has on it. Eh? Oh, yeah. Maybe I put another IC for this, and then I've got the two cooling systems are separate. If one fails for some reason, at least the other one isn't going to be affected. And so with that, I'm thinking I can't really use this panel anymore, because I'm going to have to put my other IC there, I think. And we'll rejig all these pipes at some point and make sure that everything looks nice in the long run. But for now, do I have a IC? I Don't think I do. I've got that one. I'll leave that in there, though. Don't want to fuck about with that. So give me another one. Housing. Make that. And then I need the circuit. I need some gold. I have gold. Okay. What else do I need? So I'm going to be reading from the tank and doing the cooling from there. I'm going to take this down because I aren't. Sorry, I aren't. That's not a word. Well, it is a word, but not the right word. I'm not going to use this. The damage it would do to the base just isn't worth it. Where are my pipes? So I can remove you. I can remove you. I can connect you to there for now. That is that. Let's also sort some stuff out with the paint, shall we, while we're waiting for our circuit to do its thing. One of those. Give me my black paint. So if we already painted black, what about this one? There we go. I mean, it's a nice mod, isn't it? I can't complain. So we've got that. And then, I mean, that's all we have on the greenhouse at the moment, so that is fine. Our main power line is yellow. So the furnace, let's go for... I mean, I don't think it matters. I guess we can go grey. Why not? So grey is my furnace. I've got red out there for... I guess I kind of want to paint that there. We'll have to paint that maybe orange. For my fuel stuff. Let me make some orange paint. Orange. I could paint all the colours, so I've got them, couldn't I, really? So I haven't got purple yet. Oh, that was pink. That's... Wait, what? That's pink. That's purple. I don't have red, so we'll do red. I don't have white, so we'll do white. We've got yellow. Got red, got that, got that. Got orange. Got khaki, got grey. Got green. Got brown. Got blue. Got black. Okay. So... this works quite well for all the paint. Look, doesn't it? We got all our crayons. Or felt tips, or whatever you want to call them. Right, let me... we'll sort cable out later. Right, give me this and this. And get cable connected to you. Where the hell are my wire cutters? I'm being blind, they're there. Let's not worry too much about other stuff. Do that. So basically... the code that we've got... oh, you dick. Import that. You go back in there. Click edit. So this code, basically, I don't need a room sensor. That's not what I'm doing. But what we would do is we will alias the waste tank to D0. And we don't have an analyzer. So we're going to be loading the waste tank. We don't need a CO2 intake either. That's not a thing. I do need an analyzer though, don't I? Because I need the pump to know that there's still gas in that pipe. So let me quickly go and get an analyzer. Is that all I need? I mean, I've got one here, so that's easy enough. You and you. And over to this. So we can just stick the analyzer there. Absolutely fine. Get you connected to here. And then we have waste cooling. So this is waste cooling analyzer. Analyzer. Boom. Turn that on. Boom. Okay. And it's the pressure that we'll be reading from that. Right, back inside. Right. So we do need a alias cooling analyzer to D3. So basically here, this won't be room sensor, this will be waste tank. So get the temperature, and then, I mean, 23 is fine. I guess that means everything's room temperature. We're happy with that. Save to the cooling valve, the honors R1 is fine. And then load the cooling valve, whether it's on or off. Load from the cooling analyzer the pressure. Check if that is equal to 1. Set equal to 0. Oh, is R1 is equal to 0. Then make that. So if that's off, then it's true. And if R2 is greater than 0, then we turn the pump on. So basically, if the valve is off, but there's pressure in the pipe, turn on the cooling pump. Perfect. This bit down here, we don't need because we are not pumping anything in. We'll be doing that on a separate thing later. Waste tank, cooling valve, cooling pump, cooling analyzer. I think we're all good. So if I export that, turn you on, turn you off. So I need the, what did I call the tank? I need to label you. So we go waste tank. And then give me my screwdriver. So we've got waste tank, which is that one. And then we need the cooling valve, the cooling pump, and the cooling analyzer. So we should now see that tank starting to cool. Oh, rapid. Look at the speed of that. Which makes me think, I mean, I guess we're not adding heat to that. It makes me think the stone should be easier to manage, but I think it's because we're constantly producing heat, where here we're not. Here we are solely just cooling down an existing source, which is fine. But you can see that is drastically going down, so we're happy with that. So whilst you are doing that, what pressure do I have in here? Can I take these down without causing too much of a problem? I think we probably can. We definitely can. So, move you, move you. Yeah, okay. And then let's get rid of this. Like so. And in fact, what I might do is I might get rid of this. Because what are you actually pumping from now? You were pumping from the ice crusher, weren't you? But that ice crusher no longer exists. So let's go and tidy up the pipes. Let's get ourselves sorted. Today is a day of change. We're going to get everything nice and organized. Which means it's going to be a relatively long one-ish. But we'll see. So that grey pipe down there is the one that's got to go. This one. So remove all of this. If we have to relay it, we will. Right now, don't need it. Get rid of you as well. Perfect. That is the cooling for the base atmo. I could theoretically make that a little bit quicker by putting more of those radiators on, but we're not going to worry about that right now. It's working. Just leave it be. Excuse me. So, if we turn you off, yeah, because you're now mooning, which is fine, I don't care. Get rid of you. What do I need? Wrench. Hand drill. Right. And then let's just remove some of this pipe. Now that is going to push that pressure up. Let's just make sure we don't pop it. I don't think it's going to be an issue though. Right, remove all of you. Right, how are we looking at that? Why is this so... Oh, because of this. That entire network is coming from... I don't even know where that's going. Oh, from my oxide collection out there. That's where I get my nitrogen from. From the oxide. So actually, I can get rid of all of this. I don't even really need the nitrogen thing here. Don't know why that's initiated, but I did it at some point, clearly. Right. I think this as well, we've pretty much confirmed that it'll let me do it through the window. So it isn't... I mean, it's still not at the temperature I want it to be at. I still want it to get colder, and it's still radiating, so we're just waiting for a little bit. I want to see how low that goes. So you know what, let's turn this off for now as a test. Start pushing in more heat. And let's just see what happens with that. I could stick on more radiators if I wanted to. But for now, it don't matter. So, my oxygen... it's not loads, but I'd rather not waste it if I could help it. So let's get a pump put there. I think I have a pump somewhere. Oh, it's on my inventory. It's on my person. And let's go for... You're going to be the wrong way, aren't you? You're full. Let's do it like that. Just temporarily. I want you to empty this tank. So you're going to come over. And then down into here. Turn that on. That will slowly but surely move the pressure out of that tank. It's a bit slow. I could theoretically increase the volume of this pipe. That might help speed things up a little bit. Yep, there we go. That's going to speed things up now. Okay, all good. Take this bloody suit off. Jeez Louise, I keep forgetting. I wonder how long how many of these potatoes I'm going to get through before they all spoil. Not all of them, because some of them are already on 8%. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Our oxygen is currently 70.5%, 121 moles. I mean, I kind of want to say I'm oxygen positive, but I don't really know. I mean, I've got to be. That's got to be enough potatoes. We'll have to do it. We'll have to start getting some oxygen poured into this tank once we've got it moved. Right. We'll wait for you. So you are the CO2 tank, but you are empty. So I can move you without any negative effect. Let me just get... Not you, water. That doesn't even need the CO2 tank. So I can now tidy this up. What was that? That was the logic. How are you not erroring? Don't know. Right. So I want that to be there. Actually, no, I don't. I want that to be there. So give me this. Give me that. I don't really know how you're not having a problem right now. Oh, because you literally don't care about the tank in the slightest. So when that was getting to the logic, it didn't actually need to be. Fine. Absolutely fine. Labeler. We'll call you CO2 tank. And you're emptying. We'll remove all this cable afterwards. That's fine. That transformer's in a shite place. I kind of want it somewhere else. So I could put the transformer there instead, and then it would power the line. Let's do that. It just means I've got to move that passive vent, but that isn't exactly a problem. There we go. Job done. So now give me this. We're going to bring you all the way down here. Da, da, da. And then that transformer, we're going to lose power to everything over here for a second. But that's okay. Give me black cable. Everything should be back online now. Oh yeah, turn you on would be a good idea. And whack this up as well. 49.50, please. There we go. Everything's back online. Everything's working as it should. Job done. And then just replace that. That black cable is no longer needed there. To do that. Okay. We're a little bit more tidy now. It makes a bit more sense. Somebody also mentioned, and maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, I don't know, I haven't tested it, that that dish doesn't do 7,500 watts. They said a single transformer would do the job. I mean, if that's true, it makes no sense to me. I'm going to leave this transformer up anyway, because it's there now. But yeah, it was just interesting that someone said that, and I need to test it myself at some point. At some point. Right, what have you got in you? 100 kilopascal. You know what? It's only oxygen, so I'm happy with that. There we go. Nice, pure oxygen. Not going to cause us any issues. Now, let me get rid of this. And then tidy you up. And let's get rid of this cable. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want my oxygen tank to be there, not in the middle. So it's a bit just tidier. Where have I just put my tank? It's there. But I kind of feel like... Yeah, it's probably fine. So now we've got a nice big amount of space here. I am going to connect that tank to the logic. Because we're going to end up having a system feed that tank. And we can get a pipe round there, so that's fine. So what we'll do... Where is that filtration? Oh, it's this one. Let's stick this here. And it doesn't matter if it's fast or slow, really. And everything's going to be hidden below. When we put a floor down, you're not going to see all the piping and all that stuff anyway, so I'm less bothered about that. So let me get this guy built. Rather than being a nitrogen filter, he's going to be our oxygen filter. And we will set him up so that they don't need to be insulated. I need normal pipes. And they need to be khaki. I can just paint them afterwards. It's fine. So you come like this. And then go into there. I need more pipes. A lot more pipes. So I need to connect the input of that to the base atmosphere, which is this khaki pipe going around the top. And basic... How am I going to do that, though? From where you currently are. Oh, that's the khaki pipe there. Yes, so I could come off that. I'm wasting a lot of cable here as well. Shall we just screw this off? Let's just stop trying to be all fancy and symmetrical and shit. Why do I have... Oh, because you are... Yeah, okay. Fine. So yeah, they are both needed. That's fine. But now we've got this spare space here, should we need it for anything. Sort my bloody cables out. You go there, you go there. You're fine. You're done. Give me that, give me that, give me that. And what we'll do is connect you to there. You fuck off that way. Then what I'll do is I basically just need to run this pipe to this line here. So give me insulated pipe. You connect there. And then give me a 5. 5's too long. Give me a 3. No, 5 isn't too long. 5 should be fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, that is fine. And then that goes there. And then give me a 5. And then a couple of 1s. And there. Right, get me my paint. Excuse me. Where's my paint? It's there. You go here. Give me that. So that is base atmosphere. Why are you on the floor? So you're going to pull and push. I should create a... It doesn't matter. I was going to say create a difference in pressure. I'm not really bothered how long this guy takes. It's not going to be an issue. All I need to do now is connect the output of that to the oxygen, which is here. Excuse me. So let me grab some insulated pipe. Where's my wrench? Bring you over here. Give me a 3. Give me a 1. Like so. Okay, then I need a couple of O2 filters. My inventory is completely chocker right now. Filter. I could probably make the medium, right? And then I ain't got to worry about it. Silver and Constantin. I've got Constantin. I've definitely got silver somewhere. I know I have. Is it in you? Yes. Let me give all of that. Where's my silver? Nope. Nope. Yes. Right. I want 2 of those. And then we're also going to need an IC circuit for you as well. Although I could... No. We'll have each device is responsible for its own job. So I only need 2 of those. You are going to give me a circuit. Gold, steel, electrum, solder. Solder. Might make me one of those. Power, we're fine. Look, we are 100% in the green. It's nighttime at the moment, so daytime charges up 100%. And that room has finally got down to what is almost a suitable temperature. So that's good. And what is our waste tank on now? That's been going for some time. We are on... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck-a-doodle. It's a question. Do I care about the nitrous oxide? I think not. I don't care about the nitrous oxide right now. Yes, I should probably be saving it, but when I plan on... Because the furnace, I don't think, is a reliable source of NOS. So I am not bothered about losing that, to be honest. If and when we get to the point where we want nitrous oxide, we'll build a dedicated system for it. So give me a liquid drain. Yeah, there we go. So that's getting rid of the liquid pollutant and the NOS. We haven't got loads in there anyway. It's not a massive loss. I'm not bothered. But there we go. That's bringing the stress down now. So I'm glad we really checked that, to be honest. Yeah, and the fact by having that drain there is absolutely fine because it won't exist in this pipe for long. So yeah, we don't need a liquid drain on this bottom pipe. We are okay. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? Go and put this volatile in the crusher, which I got earlier. earlier today. Was it today? Yes, it was today. So here, do this. Do a thing. And then hopefully we'll be able to get the fuel mix pretty balanced today. I've not had to use the fuel since because we haven't sent the rocket back up. But it's nice to know my fuel is in a good place for when I do need it. Come on. Come on. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Okie dokie. What I'm going to do while I remember, and we're still waiting for that tank to cool down, let me go and get the ice crusher built for the greenhouse. I also need to get the oven rebuilt as well. Which I might do here. I might do the oven here. Because I think it'll fit in between those two. It won't, but you know what? I don't even need the bottle filler. Do I? The bottle filler can go literally anywhere else. It doesn't matter in the slightest. So let me get rid of you. It's just not required. I need some insulated pipes to be able to take those out. Insulated liquid pipes, where are you? Okay. So if I do that, there should not be any more pipes in there. There isn't. Let's do this. Perfect. How's our water doing? 13 liters. Yeah, we should probably do this now. Okay, so I've got a power cable coming down there, which works. So let's put the oven here. Interesting, the oven can go upside down. Not sure why you'd ever do that, but there you go. You can if you want to. So we'll put oven there. Turn you off. What colour is the cable? Green, right? Ah, we'll paint it afterwards. Okay. And then you come around here. That one power or is that one power? I can't remember. 2, 1. Hopefully it's that one. And then I think welding torch and iron sheets. And then finally screwdriver. That is power. Perfect. Right, we just need some potatoes to put in it, to be fair. These are all going to spoil. We're going to end up with a ton of biomass. But it's fine. I'm just going to... I know if I waited I would get seeds, but I just want to have some potatoes in the oven ready. Look at this nice crop. Isn't it lovely? There we go. 17 potatoes. I don't feel bad about wasting this, to be fair. We're fine. So that is that bit done. Next, I want to get the ice crusher up and running. So let's do that. And I think ice crusher I'll put here. Or will I? What's that cable for? Oh, that is the other cable coming down, but we don't need that cable now. So let me quickly remove that. Like so. Turn you off. Right, ice crusher we're going to put here. The reason I'm doing it there is just so I can hide the pipes. I can have one pipe come down, one pipe go up. So let's get you built. What do you need? Is it iron sheets? A 1 iron sheet. Do I have a single iron sheet? I do. Welding torch. Right, that is you. And then I need cable coil. Boom. Then I need... I should have some more cable coil somewhere, I think. Got 2 there. 9 there. That'll probably do. Now we can just run this cable all the way along. To there. Perfect. Give me my paint. I'm having to, at the moment, force myself to... Where the hell is my paint? I'm currently forcing myself to paint. I'm hoping, as time goes on, I'll get into a nice habit by doing that. I seem to be a paint down. There's my red paint. Oh, no. I've got 2 red paints. No! Khaki. Sorry, Mr. Red Paint. You're going in the recycler. I got a whole 1 iron from that. Nice. 1 iron. What the hell? Why are you not? Why you no give me my iron? Oh, because this is that fucked up piece of reagent. Yep. Fine. Absolutely fine. Right, they're not insulated, I need insulated. And I need to connect this to here. I need literally 2 insulated liquid pipes. I see no insulated liquid pipes, so we better make some. Liquid insulated pipe, 2 of, please. Also, where are my filters? Oh, there's 1 filter. I should have another filter. Yeah, that guy. So you go in there, you go in there. Get you connected. Boom. And what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to run nitrogen up out of this, because that's what's we're gonna end up in there. We'll have to pipe that across. It might be that we dump the nitrogen into the base and then we pull the nitrogen out. So we set up another filtration somewhere. Might be an option. It might be easier than just running 1,000,001 pipes across. But in the meantime, I'm going to remove... I'm going to put you to 273. So just below 0. Stick the ice in there. Yes, it's going to be cold. But... actually, my potatoes probably won't be happy with that. Let me get some radiators. Now I've just fucked that up. Yes, it crushed quickly, and yes, I've saved power by doing that. But it's now going to take time for that pipe to warm back up. I don't think the potatoes will struggle. I think as long as the water is above 0, they'll be okay. Actually, so let's test it. Let's put more in. They're still thriving. All still thriving. That is currently 6 degrees. As we put more and more water in there, the temperature is being affected less and less. So actually, it's not even an issue. We're fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, boom. Give me a floor potato. Nice, give me water. Okay, so we have our circuit. So all I'm going to do with this guy is read the amount of oxygen that we have in the room. Actually, I can't do this yet until I've got this down to the temperature. Which, to be fair, it's almost at. We are slowly losing the liquid. Kind of wish it was doing it a little bit quicker, though. But there's no... I don't think there's any stress in there. Oh, very, very small amounts of stress. That's fine. So it's dealing with it. It's dealing with it. But yeah, look at that. A comfortable 32 degrees. So what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to filter out the CO2 from this. The CO2 will be going into our CO2 tank, which I'm going to get piped somehow. I can run it up and over, but then the oxygen pipe is in the way. Crud. Okay. What if I brought the oxygen pipe forward? And then that would free up behind this. Well, connect that to the CO2, well, to a filtration system. Let's do that. Let me... I'm going to remove all of this. And instead, this is going to come... the problem is, I kind of didn't want that on the floor. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. We've got this one on the floor, so it's probably fine. So instead, that's going to be like that. And then we'll have regulator there. And then this will be pipe. So give me a 5. And then give me a 1. Do this. They can be multiples. I've still got insulated here. These don't need to be insulated. But here I am, running insulated. That goes there. And I need another bloody pipe. Any more insulated pipes? Yes, thank you very much. You can connect to there and there. Okay, great. So, what we're going to do, excuse me, is we're going to run the CO2 into a filtration system. That is going to run up the wall into the CO2 tank. Let me get rid of all of this. And you know actually what I'm going to do. What's the pressure in here? We're fine. If I get you... Stick you... Well, we'll put you down in a second. But let me get this connected. Don't want to blow anything. That's going to put another 4... Oh no, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. There'll be another 4 megapascal that goes into this. But that tank canister can hold up to 20, I think it is. So I'm not too concerned. So as we start bringing this pipe across, the pressure in there is going to increase. Oh, what are you on? 17. 20, just over 20 megapascal. Give me that. Put that in there. Put the suit back in there. And put this in there. Okay, that's better. And then we can do this. Do that. This guy can go... Oh, fuck. I wish you could rotate these the other way. Because that's my problem there, look. That bloody thing. So what I can do, what I'm going to have to do, is move that regulator and put it there. It just means there's going to be a little bit more nitrogen held into the pipe. It's not the end of the world. I can set you to 8 megapascal. That's what we've been doing. And we'll set you to 19 megapascal. Give me pipe. And then you go there. And then this one can go across like that. On and on. Okay. That's all tidied up. Now, that there is intaking into... What was I doing here? What was this? And also, why have I got liquid pollutant in there? Oh, because that's how I was clearing out the base, wasn't it? A really slow system, but it's going to slowly but surely filter out all the pollutant. That's why that's on. So we'll leave that on for now. That probably won't keep. To be fair, I forgot all about that. And what we'll probably do is just run a pollutant filter on the base somewhere. But anyway, so this guy is down to 22 degrees, which means the pump should be on, which it is. You can see the pump is on, and the valve is off, so that's all working perfectly fine. And we've almost got rid of all that liquid pollutant. So get me a atmospherics kit, please. I need copper. And this will be the guy that takes the CO2 out, shoves it into our CO2 system. And at that point, our potatoes will then be happy. What did we end up getting down to? So we're on 17%. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. Right. Thank you very much. And then the CO2 needs to go up and over. So maybe I need to run this way. And the waste just goes back into that tank. So if I shoved it there... also, I don't know why I've done that with the cable. Why is this not straight? Who the hell knows? I'm sure I had my reasons. But probably not. Everything should still be working. No errors. Perfect. Okay. Get you connected. Give you some cable. Like so. What else do we need to this? So this is going to have to run... Basically going to have to be insulated pipes running all the way along here. Until we get to this back panel, come into this system here. That isn't on. Why are you not on? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that there's nothing in there, but it's because the pressure's too high, so it'll only input if it needs to, and we dumped some oxygen in the room from the tank before. So that's why that's off. That is fine. You and you. Save me some power. Okay, so... Let me get... I need some orange insulated pipe. Any more insulated pipe? Bit there. I need to connect you to this. Like so. And then that can be a 3. And then a single corner. I mean, this doesn't have to be insulated, to be fair. I'm wasting shit. Yeah, none of this has to be insulated. Oh, wait, yes it does. Yes, it does, because there's a risk... Oh, then use the 3. Fool. It has to be insulated because there's a chance that tank will be quite hot. And we don't want that heat leaking into the base. That's why that's got to be insulated. And then this will come around here. Like so. That pipe is all orange. Oh, I should have used that mod months ago. And then I need... Because of the back wall, I might as well just do all of the next bit insulated pipes. Give me those because they're already grey. So you are going to go up here. Like that. And then you're going to go all the way across. So we could probably do a 10. There. Oh. Maybe. Because I think we can do corner there. We'll do a straight there corner. That cable just needs shifting a little bit. So we can do this. If that goes there, then corner there. Corner there. Does that work? Can I run? Can I do that? No, I can't. Fuck. Okay, change the plan again then. Let me... Cable is cheaper than pipe. So if we use more cable, it's fine. So instead, you come this way. And then down. I need more cable. I mean, you can connect it there if you want to, but that's not what I wanted. I want that. There we go. And now I'll be able to connect that pipe to this. Boom. Oh, wait. Yeah, I might want to get the rest of this connected. So we go for corner, 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 straight. Right, I need 2 CO2 filters. And we'll go for the medium again, just so we don't have to worry about it for a while. And that is going to be all of our silver, so that is what it is. Just going to get a very quick drink. Excuse me. Right. Give me that. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Thank you kindly. Right, and then that will need another circuit in there as well. So let's do the CO2 one first. So where's that circuit gone? I definitely had one somewhere. It's not in the laptop. I'm being blind. I can guarantee it's just I've already walked past it. Or I haven't. Where the hell is the circuit? I definitely printed one. Ah, it's there. Look, it's there. It's there. It's there. And you know what? I've got to get into this habit. We can control the laptop now from our hand. This is something else that I haven't been doing. Alias the filter to the DB. And to be honest, that is all I need to alias. Oh, no, I don't. I need to alias. Oh, no, that's it. That is it. So if we go start, yield, jump to start, load into R0, and then on the filtration, I'm going to be reading from the waste, which is the output 2. So we're going to want the temperature output 2. From the filter, output 2. And for anyone, I think everyone who watches probably knows this, I'm just a bit slow to the party. Basically, when you're reading from the input, obviously this, it probably wouldn't matter too much, but if you're ever going to just read from the input, because you're checking if something here is okay, do it from the waste, because chances are you're going to run the waste back into the input. The input will kind of differ, because it'll be sucking in from the pipe, whereas the waste is always pretty stable. So that's how I've been doing it anyway. I mean, some people may agree, but it's what it is. Sub into R0. Whoops. I want R... What the hell is happening? R0 minus 273.15. Set less than into R0, where R0 is less than 25. If it's below 25 degrees C, I'm happy for this filter to come on. But I also need to load into R0 from the filter the pressure output. Set less than into... No, this needs to be R1. Into R1, where R1 is less than... Let's say less than 40 megapascals. But that is fine. And then last but not least, there is no point in the filter being on, or mode on anyway, if there is no CO2 to be pulled through. So we're going to load into R2 from the filter. The ratio... is it ratio input DIOXIDE? Nope, that's not right, is it? It's going to be ratio carbon dioxide input in it. Yeah, almost. So we want to get rid of that, put that there. Set greater than 0, R2, R2. So as long as there is some CO2 in there, I want it out. So then we're going to AND those together. So we're going to AND into R0, R0 and R1, AND into R0, R0 and R2. And then what we'll do is save to the filter the mode as R0. We're doing the mode because we can't do the on-off, because that way the code won't run anymore. confirm that. Export. Give me this. Turn you on. And just for shits and giggles, let's connect the power up, shall we? I'll do the logic as well. Doesn't need it, but let's do it anyway. I need some more cable. I need some more copper. Get that printing. I'm going to need loads, so we'll keep it going. Straight and that. Dirt and dirt. Where's my paint? I'm not used to having paint on me. Paint that cable. Also, my orange paint is there. You should be... No. There. And it's on. It's on because the input of the... So the temperature is below 25. We've got some CO2 in there. And the output is below so many megapascals. 40 megapascal. Excuse me. So we now have a source of CO2. So potatoes, you will be absolutely fine. Let's eat some flour potato. Guzzle down some water. Okay. Boom. So this feels a bit more tidy, a bit more organized. So this is all absolutely fine. So the next thing I want to do now is I need to start capturing a little bit of oxygen and start backing that up. Because at the moment, as you can see, we've got a healthy amount, and I want to test to see if I'm O2 positive at any point. Excuse me, bloody Pepsi Max. If I am O2 positive, then we're allowed to purchase ferns. What's that noise? I thought I could hear something humming. Maybe it's my marbles. So over here, we're like on 72% oxygen. Now we've got a lot of O2 in here. So let's start pulling that out. So I need another circuit. That's enough. Oh, make me one more then. Fine. And, oh, I don't know if I have any more electrum. I may be all out of electrum. I also don't think I've got any silver. It's looking like no. Oh, I do have some silver. We're fine. We're fine. I think it's too hot in there for electrum, but screw it. Let's do it. I can't do it. I ain't got no gold. Fuck. I'm gonna have to quickly go mining. So give me this. Give me this. At what point does it become too late to do the deep drills? Because we've already got quite a lot up and running in this place now. Wow. I say quite a lot, not really. Turn you on, change that. Oh, gold. I'm having to go further and further out to get gold now, I'm finding. Is that gold or is that copper? Oh, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I don't have to go as far out as I thought. Excuse me. So let's get all of this. Give me that. That's copper, that's not gold, so I want all of this. It looks like there's some more gold over there as well. There was that region that we found that was full of gold and silver, like the ores. Can I remember where that is? I think it's in that direction a little bit. Right, there's some more gold up there, but let me go grab this. Excuse me. How much is too much? I don't know. I guess we get all of this node. I don't want to have to come down here for the odd little speck. We may as well mop it up. Grand. Okay. That is that. Let's go and get those little bits up here that I've missed somehow. Right. That's hopefully going to be enough for now. Well, it needs to be. Oh, yeah. Let's check our fuel. How's our fuel doing? Where is my tablet? Drum roll. Ah, we're pretty perfect. I'm guessing. Oh no, it's still mixing. It's still sorting itself out. But the closer we get to it, obviously, the smaller the change here. I mean, as you can see there, the mixer is pretty happy with what it's doing right now. So we're off by 0.1%. But as we pump more in, that will slowly still be getting close to our desired mix. But no, more than happy with that now. It helps having some volatile and oxygen backed up so that it doesn't completely fuck up as a system. But yeah, it works. I'm happy with it now. Right, I need gold. So give me gold. My worry is the pressure's too high in there. Because I'm pretty sure Electrum is the one that only needs a 2.4, I think, as a pressure. Yeah, the temperature's not the issue. The pressure is the problem. Excuse me, I got hiccups. I'm going to have to release the pressure. So what should we can test this though? Because what should happen? This tank is going to get hot. So this filter should turn off. Well, it'll go idle. So let's turn the output up. This should now be idle because it's got too hot. Or it hasn't. Oh, shit. No, I need to go and sort out my system because that's going into the tank up here, isn't it? Which is basically waiting for those Sterlings to come on. Yes, that will be a problem if I don't deal with that at some point soon. So I might need to temporarily just pipe it back into the old system until we're ready to use the Sterlings. But come on, we're looking for 2.4 and we've got it. No, we haven't. Now we have. Thank you for my Electrum. Boom. Okay, while I wait for that, let's go and do that tank thing now while I remember. Because if I don't, I'll forget. And then when it goes kaboom, I'll be like, huh? So we'll sort that out now. Yeah, so I think I should just bypass this whole system for now. And just connect this to this. So I'm not going to be using this system. Excuse me. So if I turn that off, don't pipe any more that way. I shouldn't have any issue disconnecting this and just doing a corner piece here. Like so. That's going to massively shoot up the temperature, but as a test, our system should have accommodated and should have set the filter to an idle state. Which it has. There you go, a little bit idle. We're fine on that. We've protected it, and as you can see there, now we're on 492 degrees C with the temperature coming down. So we're now cooling both those tanks. So there is a lot of gas in here. Quite a lot of pollutant, which realistically I should probably be saving. This pollutant is an option. Oh, you know what? Let's quickly do that. We're wasting this pollutant. If we're cooling it anyway, we'll get it to a point where it can phase change. Rather than just dumping it into the atmosphere, well, the vacuum, why don't we just do a couple of condensation valves and get it put into a liquid network? Not that. I want valve. I need some iron. Because then we could potentially, if we collect enough pollutant, we could maybe use that for our Stirling cooling. Or at least have it as a heat sink. So I've got that, and then I need a liquid tank. Tank. Copper and steel. I've got the steel and I've got the copper. Right, you do you. I have no insulated liquid pipes, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Just make me some. And a quick question. Pollutants will start to liquefy depending on the pressure at 150. Nitrous oxides will start to liquefy at roughly the same temperature. So I am going to end up with liquid nitrous and pollutant, but we'll deal with that later. For now, let's just save. We'll save both of those things because we can always just try and filter them out at a later point. We can force the pollutant back into a gas. Well, both of them back into a gas, then filter it. So I'll put a liquid tank somewhere. Let's do the liquid tank here. Ah, it's not an insulated one. Fuck! I feel like every time I do that, well, every time I want a liquid tank, I've made the wrong bloody one. That wasted all my steel. Insulated liquid tank. Right, we're fine. We can make another one. Bloody thing. Never mind. I don't know when else I'll use that now. Oh, I could use it in here and store water. We could store loads of water in a tank. Whether I want to do that or not is another question. But it's an option. Okay. Thank you. Right, attempt number 2. So if I did... It doesn't really matter. I'm going to put it here, though. Just don't want it thingy into that frame. That's fine. That works. Then what we'll do is we will do condensation valve. Get that open. And then this can just feed into this tank. For now. Who knows what the plan's going to be with that, but at least we're going to start storing it. Excuse me. So... Why can't that... Oh, because it's a fucking... It's a 5 long and 1, isn't it? Oh, you such of a ball bag person, you. This is the only problem with these pipes. Okay, let's do this instead then. Whoopsie daisy. Give me that. Instead, we will put a 1 here. Then we'll do a 10. And then we'll just get this connected with a 5. Or a 3. And a single. There we go. Like I was never here. And then if we remove that liquid drain. So now all liquid will eventually make its way into this tank. And hopefully it will be fine when that happens. But I guess we will see. Got some very cold pollutant and nitrous here on the floor. So that's okay. But yeah, I think we're good there. Right, back inside. Shove you in there, shove you in there. Okay, I forgot I had a load of keyboard printing, so I've got plenty of those. But there's my circuit. So we're going to stick that into here once we're ready for it. I don't need you. You know what? Yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck the lockers. You go there. That feels better. I don't need those. You should go in there. This is how we're supposed to live. Okay. So, same with the oxygen. What I'm going to say is we will alias the filter to dB. Start. Yield. Jump to start. Load into R0 from the... so what do I need? I want ratio oxygen output 2. That's not the right place. From the filter. So we've got the ratio of oxygen. And then I need to make sure that the amount of oxygen there is not less than what I need to breathe. So I think we can breathe with like 20-30%, but let's go 40 just for safety. So set greater than into R0, where R0 is greater than 0.4. That's the first one. Second, load into R1 from the filter. The pressure output 2. Set greater than into R1, where R1, and let's say greater than 55. Because we've already got a system, I think, that is doing 60, I think. So this one will always bring the pressure below, then we'll inject more CO2. And that's how we're going to do that. And then we're also going to load into R2 from the filter the pressure output. Set less than into R2, where R2 is less than, again, 40 megapascal. And into R0, R0 and R1, and into R0, R0 and R2. Save to the filter the mode of R0. Okay, so we've got to make sure we have to have at least 40% oxygen. That way we can still breathe in here. We have to have at least a pressure of 55. And we can't already have more than 40 megapascal of oxygen stored. All being well, we can confirm. Can I stick that in? No, I have to drop that up to put it in. That's fine. Export you. Turn you on. Oh. It's almost like deja vu in it. Give me some cable. Oh, you dick. No. I'm not having this rubbish. I can't put that there because of reasons. I wonder how many people spotted that. Curious. Answers on a postcard, please. Give me all of this. So we're going to bring this guy forward. So I think it's drill. And then wrench. And then hand drill. And filtration comes forward 1. And now I need more insulated pipe. Thank you. So you go into there and go into there. You're already fine. Khaki can go there. And then all we need to do is run that cable at the back instead. Give me black cable. So that becomes a corner, and then that goes that way. And then as we come across, we do that. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Cable. Thank you kindly. Circuit goes in here. And then I want my oxygen filter and my other oxygen filter. Boom, boom. Shake the room. And there we go. We're starting to produce oxygen. So as long as, excuse me, as long as that pipe stays above 55 kPa, then we should be fine. The CO2 intake, I can't remember what that was set to. Let me quickly check. I'm sure it was 55. I'm sure it was. Yeah, 55. Okay. So both systems are going to try and maintain a pressure of 55 kPa, which is probably okay. We'll have to keep an eye on it for any kind of strange behavior. But I think it'll be alright. You go there. You go there. How are you looking? You're at 231 degrees C and still coming down. It's taken a lot longer this time, but it's because of the amount of pressure that we've got in there. Is what it is. So, what we should probably do, the pipe that's feeding into this, I also want to feed into my nitrogen system. We may as well. It's in there, just sat there comfortably doing nothing. So if I go out there, stick some more walkways, and then filter off that pipe, if I get my glasses, the wrong glasses, there we go, that I can just run at any point off that pipe. So that's what we're going to do next. So let me get more of my floor gratings. I'm going to need another atmospheric. Which I can do pretty easily. We'll need another circuit. I don't know whether it's better having multiple circuits or just one big circuit doing all this, because I could have an IC and just connecting to each filter. I'd save materials in the long run, because I only need one circuit as opposed to 3 or whatever. But this allows me to, if one fails for some reason, the rest of my system should still work. So there's a bit of a redundancy there. Just don't know if it's the best thing to do. To be honest, I'm not sure. Right. So I've got you, I've got circuits, I've got some insulated pipe. I'm probably going to need a lot more than that though. So give me insulated pipe. I need more steel. I've still got steel when we're good. You there. Oh, we've got enough silicon. Fine. Potato. Do this. Also, just to keep us going, I saw some more water ice over here. Yes, let's shove both of those into the ice crusher. So then all of the water we have is in one place. Boom. Right, so that'll do that. Don't think I've got any more in these mining backpacks now. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So I said that I wanted to make sure that I was in oxygen positive. Now, pretty sure that is going to be the case. Mainly, well, the thing is, it's a bit hard not to, because I'm just staying in the base. I'm not going out using my oxygen canister. And that is still, I mean, we're definitely oxygen positive. With the amount of potatoes we've got here, for a single person, this is going to be enough. 100%. So I'm comfortable to say that I'm allowed to buy ferns. My question is, do I want to? What is there a point? Because granted, the ferns will they'll take more CO2 and produce more O2, but it's still a 1-for-1 ratio. There's all it means is like one fern is a certain number of potatoes. Well, I've already got my potatoes down, so why don't we just skip ferns for this specific run? And why don't we go straight on to our next food item? And I think the next food item should be wheat and soy. I think we should just fuck ferns off. I don't need you. I also need to put some kind of system in place where... Fuck! I forgot about my pipes. I need to put some system in place where it tells me if my filters are getting a little bit low. Or maybe we'll have Larry go around and do that for us. Maybe. Not sure. Not sure. But got you, got them, got that. There's not really much else. This doesn't have to do any cooling. It's basically just what we've got set up here. Then just goes into that system there. So let's get our suit on. Let's go out for a spacewalk. And just because we're nosy, did our fuel manage to sort out that 0.1%? Yeah, there we go. Look, we're sorted. We're sorted. We have a perfect fuel mix. Well, as perfect as I'm going to get it anyway. Right, more gratings. Okay. Excuse me. So we have 2 pipes here. I need to pull from this orange pipe and dump it into that black pipe. Oh, you need a frame. Are you joshing me? Have I got any frames that aren't actually doing anything? No, all my frames out here are currently busy. Well, this one is okay to go. Crowbar. Screw it. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Right. We will put the frame under that one. Oh, technically that's not allowed. Because that's bloody floating now, isn't it? I need another frame. Give me this frame. Nyam. There we go. That's now supported. That's fine. So we should be able to stick this here. We can. So we're going to want filtration. And we're going to do it there. Probably going to need a few more black pipes, I think. But we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I've got pipes. Woo. So you go there. I haven't bought the bloody filters though, have I? Nincompoop. That goes there. Give me my glasses. Black cable is just there, so that's easy enough to get down, I think. Let's do that now. I mean, realistically, though, this might be going. We're down to negative 147 at the moment. I mean, we'll keep it up for now. We'll keep it up. Excuse me. Give me wires. You come down here. Turn that off for a second. Right, and then you go this away. And then come down here. Right, so we've got you, and you. Okay, you've got power. I need to get connected to that pipe. Now that's a 10. So I could go 1, 2. I could do a 5 instead. Let's do that. So let me take that off. Put a 5 in there. And that just works there. And then we'll just do some singles here. So we'll go 1. I could do 1 there as well. And then give me a 3. Like there. And I can tee off that. So if we bring you down. That ain't gonna work. Because that cable's in the bloody way. I need to almost have this come up here. Which is fine. I can sort that out. So if we get rid of you. And you just come down 1 to there. like so. And then that becomes a corner. Perfect. And then give me wrench. And you go this way. Right, so that is inputs. And this is outputs. And then the output of that is going to be black. But again, insulated. And that is just going to come up here. This way. One. That can be a 3. Like so. And then the corner goes across into there. Boom. So if we get all that painted, that is the wrong button. So you're black. And now if we have a look, so you can see we've got our nitrogen that's going to be coming out and going into our nitrogen system. This is the pipe that's just holding all of the waste from the furnace being cooled. Which we have down to, excuse me, 150 degrees C. So now you can see in here, look, we are now starting to build up our liquid reserves. We've also got a lot of gas in there. I just don't want that to go pop. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that because it can only deal with 6 megapascal. So we need to be a little bit mindful of that. I think when it gets to about 5 megapascal, it will start condensing. At which point the pressure should drop. So I think we'll be all right once we've got it up a bit more. But we'll just need to keep an eye on it. But we've got a nice amount of... I mean, look how cold that is. Bear in mind that is coming from a pipe at 149 degrees C. We've shaved off half just by phase changing. Which is good. I mean, as it starts condensing, it will eventually start warming up. So that's something we need to just be mindful of. But what's quite nice in there as well, look, is that the pollutant is providing the pressure for the N2O to remain a liquid. Because normally you'd expect to see a little bit of N2O, a bit of gas, a bit of liquid of the gas. But because it's mixed, we're not seeing that. So that's quite good. And effectively what we could do off this is that because the say if we kept the pressure below whatever pressure is needed for pollutant to liquefy, we could then run that into a valve and remove the gas and effectively potentially clean the pollutant out of there and keep just the N2O in here. But that is a problem for another day. I'm not too concerned about that right now. Doesn't matter. But we'll check back about in a little while. So this is all sorted. So you're gonna have circuit. I need to go get my nitrogen filters. And now I have got 2 inside because I had them in the filter previously. So they should be here and here. And where are we? There we go. You and you. And this is basically same old, same old. We could probably use... Not that code. I don't remember looking back at that code. But that's fine. So stick you in there. Clear that. Alias the filter to dB. Start. Yield. Jump to start. Load into R0. From the ratio. No, from the filter. The ratio nitrogen GEN input. Set greater than 0, R0, R0. So basically make sure there's some nitrogen in there. And then we're going to load into R1 from the filter. The temperature input. Sub into R1, R1 minus 273.15. Set less than into R1 where R1 is less than, what do we say, 25 I think is what we're happy to pull out stuff. And then load into R2 from the pressure output. Oh, that'll be temperature input 2. That'll be ratio input 2. Yeah, which is fine. So this will be pressure output from the filter. Set less than into R2 where R2 is less than 40 megapascal. So check that we've got nitrogen that is greater than 0 as a ratio. Check that the temperature is less than 25. Check that the pressure output is less than 40 megapascal. And into R0, R0 and R1. And into R0, R0 and R2. Save to the filter. The mode as R0. We've done that a million times now. We pretty much know how to do that. Turn that on. Turn that on. Incorrect logic type. Really? Load into R0. Oh, it's output 2, isn't it? Not input 2. My apologies. Output 2. It's not an input, it's an output. Then why let me even write that? Hey. Okay. So we've got a little bit of CO2 in there, but we've had a little bit of CO2 in there for ages. It is going to eventually disappear. That's fine. But you can see there we've still got nitrogen, so this will come on as soon as the temperature in there hits 25 degrees C. We are just waiting. We are starting to, now the pollutant is condensing because the pressure has hit a pressure it's happy with. So very slowly now this tank will probably get hotter because it's condensing. Oh, it's not actually. It's still not condensing. The pressure isn't high enough. We can see the liquid coming up, but that is through the condensation valve, not from condensation within the tank. So we need to keep an eye on that. But we're all good. We're all good. What the hell was happening there with the sound? Did you hear that? That was weird. Okay. So I'm happy that we've sorted our gas out basically. We now have a supply of CO2. There's not much in there, but we're waiting for this to cool down again from our second output on the furnace, so that's fine. We've got 4 kilomoles of oxygen, which is nice. We're not taking any more in because the room is currently under pressure, but that will sort itself out because as these use more CO2, the system will... Oh, it's currently intaking CO2 as we speak. It's trying to get the pressure up to 55. Excuse me. And when that happens, we will then continue to pull out oxygen. As you can see now, we're already on 4.06 kilomole. So you know what? I am going to say we're oxygen positive. 100%. I have no issue saying that. Look, we've got tons of oxygen. So well done us. Let's go and see how much we can buy soy and wheat for. Can we buy both? Let's find out. That needs to go there. That needs to go there. Oh, Mr. Trader, give me all of your seeds. La 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 la. Soy by itself costs 200. Wheat costs 50. So we could sell him. We could sell him some water. He wants 133 litres at 750 each. So, I mean, we could make 750 off him just by selling 100 litres of water. We don't have 100 litres of water, but I can go get it. Between 10 degrees and 35 degrees. That's the problem. I think my water's too cold at the moment. Yeah, I think we'll do this. So I'm going to buy some wheat because I'm allowed. And then I want some soybean, but I need more monies. I need more cash. I could just do that. Couldn't I? Actually, that might be easier than fucking about with the water. So let's do 2 duct tape, 2 CO2 filters, plastic sheets, and coil. I ain't going to remember that. So you know what? Where is my good old friend snipping tool? Let me delay this for 3 seconds because I'm slow. Ah! Oh, fuck. 1 second. Somebody... I don't know how to use snipping tool clearly. Hydration critical. Right, let's try that again, shall we? So, I want to delay my snipping tool for 10 seconds because I'm a bloody moron. So, 2 duct tape, 2 CO2 filters, plastic sheets, and cable coil. You get a nice screenshot. Boom. Okay, close. Let's get back inside. I'm not going to plant the wheat yet, mainly because I haven't got anywhere to plant it. But we'll do that shortly. I need to get his shizzle together. So I need 2 duct tape at 100%. I think that's made in the tool printer. Got any iron? You do have iron. Duct tape. Oh, woohoo! Right, that is 1. A cardboard box. I think is made in the autolave, maybe? Yes, it is. It's just 2 silicon. Okay. So we've got that. I'm going to pack you into there. We're going to pack you into there. Right. Then I need 2 CO2 filters. Easy enough to make. And then I need 10 cable coil and 10 plastic sheets. So pack you into there. You into there. I don't know if I don't know if it matters, but on the off chance it does, let's just paint those red. Don't think it matters in the slightest, but there we go. And then I need 10 plastic sheets, which I can do easily. I already have 2. Excuse me, so just make me 8. 6, 7, 8. Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 duct tape. Yeah, we got it all. Oh, I need my suit. That would not be good. Why are you breathing like a... well, something? Hello, mister. Have my box. Now, give me... my soy. Boom! I cannot remember the last time I actually planted soy. Have I ever planted soy? Is this a first for me? This might be a first for me. Which is ridiculous considering how much I play this game. Excuse me. Right. I've got more seeds. Perfect. So, what I'm going to... ooh, all the potatoes are shifting. Ooh. That's some phasmophobia shit there. Right. Give me more trees. I need more than that. Right. Make me many. You go in there as well. Give me this iron and this iron. Ah, I need to move these printers. It's doing my nothing. You've got no iron and you've got bugger all iron. Excuse me. Bloody Pepsi Max. Alright, let's very quickly go and do more mining. I was hoping not to do mining on this one. What's your problem? Well, we'll do some water, do some jetpack. It might be a case that I stop using nitrogen for the jetpack now, especially if we're going to be growing soybeans. It might be that we start doing oxygen, because somebody mentioned that obviously having all your canisters the same is great. And as you can see, we are smashing the oxygen now, so I think maybe that is what we'll do. Let me just get all of this gold made into reagent. Actually, I don't need to do that. It's fine. Let's just do this. It's fine. I mean, now you've done that anyway. Give me that gold. Right, let's quickly go and get what iron we can. I'm not spending all day out here, though, so you better find it pretty quick. Iron, where are you? Got to have a bowl of kale of fruit and fiber. Breakfast come and they want some fun. Right, give me all this beautiful iron. You, all of you. I love how quickly you can mine with the bloody drill. Oh, there's iron everywhere. Look, there's another patch. Let's go grab that. Oh, and another patch. We're iron rich. We hit the mother lode. Give me all of this. Oh, yeah. You. Right, let's go for this one. Same again. Maybe I'll do deep miners next time. Or at least start thinking about it, because seeing how well they work. I mean, I think they work better than they did before, but that's a personal preference. I know some people don't like the changes. I personally feel that I don't always... Because back in the day, you used to get uranium and you get silver and you get lead, and realistically, you don't need tons of that stuff. So the fact that you can now pick and choose what your deep miner is going to pull up, I think is quite nice. I think that is a positive change. But I know some people don't like it. They find that it's a lot now, a lot of setup needed, and I get that. But I guess it kind of is what it is, really. Right, give me iron. More iron. Right, you go in there. And you're good. You're going to produce that, so that's not a problem. So give me that one. There's the iron. You make those. Right, so we go iron in there. Pick up the reagent. Do that. Pick up the ingot. Same again. Put in the iron. Pick up the reagent. Put in the reagent. Pick up the ingot. Like that. See a nice little routine we've got going on here. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, still missed it. It's fine. How many we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What was it we needed? A lot, right? A lot. So give me this. Boom. Right, I'll make this the last one. For now, anyway. The rest of this can just be processed into ingots for me. Let me go take my suit off, because it's not needed right now. You and you. God, that's much louder without your suit on, isn't it? That. That. That and that. And the last one, which isn't going to take anywhere near as long. Give me my reagent. Yeah. Thank you. Look at all the trees. You go there. You should be in there. You guys go on the floor. Also, I don't need to be carrying this one with me, so you go on the floor too. Duh, 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 duh. And how many is this going to do? Shall we find out? I might remove some of these trees so that they're all kind of in line. Maybe I'll start maybe here. I don't know. But my ash cushion being there. I mean, realistically, I could move. Oh no, it has to stay there so that I can get rid of the nitrogen later just straight into the wall. It's fine. This is going to basically go here. You, and you. Excuse me. You, and you. You and you. 1, 2, 3. That's one line. 2 line. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, have I got enough to finish it? Oh, yeah, damn right I have. Oh, yes, look at that. We can go out again. Perfect. Yeah, I think I will trim off some of these and send it that way. Oh, no. Don't escape now, potato. Right, let's turn you off. That spare tray is basically going to go at the end, but we'll just stick it here for now, ready for whatever I'm going to grow next. So we got our potatoes, which are oxygen producers, and then we're going to have soy and wheat and whatever else we decide. Give me water pipes, or liquid pipes, I should say. Give me my wrench, and let's get this shit hooked up. Do I just come through here like this? Ah, no! I'm missing one. Actually, no, I'm not, because that will give me 2. And it's supposed to give you 2. So there you go. That isn't cheating. That is fine. Boom. Our entire pipe network is all good. Now, I'm only assuming that the soy and the wheat are going to work without grow lights. That is something I should have potentially tested before now. So we're going to put one of each in there. And let's just see what happens. But now, because we've got soybean, we need to keep our nitrogen intake up, basically. So, what we're going to do is a thing. I am going to get my... Oxygen's fine, shut up. I'm going to open my propellant. And then what I'll do is I'll cycle the airlock. And that will suck out the rest of my propellant. There you go. So now my propellant is completely empty. Like there should be nothing in... Oh, it was still fucking open. Dickhead. One sec. One moment, please. I need to close it when it's empty. Close. Excuse me. So now when we check this, this should be completely empty, which it is. Nice. I'm going to paint this white. There we go. And now we only have we have oxygen for jetpack and breathing. Now, bit of a waste, obviously. But I think we are going to have plenty of oxygen. I don't think it's going to be an issue. All we're going to make sure we do is keep our CO2 up. Now, we're just waiting for this to cool down a little bit more. We're getting there slowly. But yeah, we're going to need to just keep an eye on this. Because look how quickly the CO2 is coming down. But it's fine because it's all being moved into oxygen anyway. So it doesn't matter if I use CO2. It doesn't matter if I use oxygen. I just don't want to use nitrogen. So I am going to take this canister out. We're going to do the same again. I'm going to open that up. Going to suck it out. So we're going to close it. And that basically gives us a spare smart canister. Now I can't really use it for anything. It is just spare. However, what I probably could do is have 2 of these. Both oxygen, so I've got 2 spare. So if I have to replace both my jetpack and oxygen at the same time, then I can. So if we do that, put that back in there. Let me disconnect this. I'm pretty sure that isn't going anywhere else. It isn't. Turn that off for a second. Let me drill that out the way. Put a pipe in there temporarily. Turn the glasses off. And I'm going to make that is going to be white. So give me white. Go back in there. You go on this side instead. Stick you there. And then we can get rid of all of this piping. It just becomes a much tidier setup, really. That I'm still leaving for testing, so we'll leave that for now. But now this cable can be tidied. So you go that way. You become a corner, and you connect to that. Turn that off. That becomes a straight as well. And then all I need is some white pipe. And very simply, just connect this to here. There we go. Now, that wherever that smart canister's gone, there. I now have 2 canisters, both filling up. Bit slow, because again, it's from a single regulator. But I think we'll be alright with that, to be honest. I don't think there'll be any issues whatsoever. Excuse me. So, these guys down here are probably going to be bitching a little bit soon because I put them down towards the end of the day, so they're not getting their full amount of seeds. But we'll see what happens. I feel better about today. I feel like I've actually got stuff done. We've tidied all of our gas up. We've obviously scaled our potatoes. I kind of would like to get this finished. So let's. Now we're not using nitrogen for anything. Theoretically, okay, so there's a little bit of oxygen and CO2 in there. I don't know how that's happened. To be honest. But I'm not going to worry about it. None of it is harmful, so it doesn't matter. So let's get a system in place that will... There that can go. I think that was me measuring how much pollutant we got in the room. And we're fine. We're coming down just slowly. Yeah, let's build a system basically like this. Another filtration, which will just leak in a certain amount of nitrogen. Yeah, but it's going to have to be like nitrogen. Maybe we just force nitrogen to always be a 5% ratio. Because that should be fine, because CO2 is always trying to be... if I just quickly check this. So CO2 wants to be 10%. So we want 10% CO2. I guess we can go 10% nitrogen. And then we just leave the rest as oxygen. It's never going to be that. Although I guess it will. I guess it doesn't matter that all of our systems should kind of collectively get to a point that we're happy with. So all we've got to do with nitrogen is if the temperature of the nitrogen, which to be honest is normally going to be pretty comfortable, isn't it? Because it's coming in from the ice crusher. And it'll be coming in from there, which I'll be waiting for it to be less than 25. I just need to familiarize myself with the night. Let me go quickly check it. What did I set the ice crusher to? Did I do cold or did I tell it to be higher? So that's obviously just the waste of that, which is coming in from this. So what did I set you to? 272. So you're going to get colder. You are going to get colder. But what I can do is stick a couple of radiators on the inside. Well, we've got quite a lot of nitrogen in there, actually. That's just in the pipe. I guess technically the nitrogen coming in from the ice crusher is only going to be... It's going to be minute, really. The bulk of our nitrogen is going to be from our furnace. So I'm not going to worry about the radiators. Let's just... let's get the filtration set up. Oh, no, not even filtration. Just a pump? Or do we just do something as simple as a pressure regulator? So because we've got two systems that are trying to keep the pressure at around 55, but both systems will always ensure there's at least 10%. So you've got CO2 that will always ensure it's going to be at least 10%, or a pressure of 55. Maybe what we do is we have a pressure regulator ensure that the pressure in here remains over, well, I don't know, 57 or maybe 60. Because what's that going to do? So the oxygen is ensuring that we've got enough pressure in here, but also that we have no less than 40% oxygen. So that should be fine. The CO2 is trying to ensure that we have at least 10% CO2 and that the pressure is hydration critical. But at a minimum 55. If it isn't, it'll put more CO2 in. What will happen if the pressure was 57? So read the cut. So it's less than that. Oh, we've got that on ore. So even if the pressure is above 55, if we have less than 10%, we will inject some CO2. In turn, what will happen is that our oxygen will see the higher pressure and go, right, I can extract a bit more O2 out of that. Assuming that I have at least 40%. So I do think we can just pressure regulate off this. I don't think we need anything more complicated than that, personally. I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work. There's something I haven't thought about, and we'll just change it. So give me pressure regulator. Just one of. That's all I can make anyway. And quite simpler, we can just, because this is all off the black cable, it's all off the same network, so absolutely fine. I'm going to put it there just so those two, I don't know, I feel like those two should be close together. Not sure why. You go there. I need insulated pipe. We do that and that. And then we just connect this to a vent. And it can just be a standard passive vent. I don't need to use an insulated one. Do I have any more passive vents? I don't. So one of those. I need iron. Okay. So if I just stick that there. And we're going to set you to 60. So you should be trying to maintain a pressure of 60. So our nitrogen should be going up. The nitrogen should never be hotter than that. So I don't think we need any kind of worries about that. Are you working? Oh yeah, it's working. It's very slowly increasing, as you can see. And it doesn't matter the speed because I think it'll still be quicker than what our soybeans are going to use it anyway. You're going to go up to 14.8 or 26.3 at all? You take your time. There we go, 14.8. So it is going up. We are very, very slowly increasing the amount of moles we have in here. There we go, 26.3. So it is working. Don't know if it's quick enough, but we'll sort some out. How are you guys doing down here, eh? Thriving, still thriving. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I need 24 more. Okay, which is 240 iron. Yikes. There's 100. I need trees. That's going to do me 14. So I need another 100 iron. Not that one. That will give me my 24. Okay. And then, can you print me out some floor gratings, please? Let's get that greenhouse looking somewhat polished, like we've actually made progress today. Open the suit, I always forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me those 4. Suit can go in here. Guzzle down some water. Okay, that's whatever you've made is probably enough floor gratings. Yeah, we're on an even number, so we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. Oh, I need 2 more. 2 more floor gratings. Which is fine. I don't think I've got any more. It'll take a second anyway. Like you and you. Give me them. You and you. Still good? Thriving and thriving. Perfect. I'm not going to put more seeds down. I want to ensure that I'm definitely not going to kill all my plants. Even though it is tempting just to fill them up with all my seeds. I don't want to do that. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay. So assuming that the sun is enough light for these guys, then as time will tell, they will just start producing us lots of lovely wheat, lots of lovely oil or soybeans so that we can turn into oil. We'll probably move this locker, put a table there. This will be our food processing area. All good. Over here, these guys are still filling up, which is great. And are we still... We're still over 2 megapascal, almost 5 kilomoles of oxygen there. Obviously, there's going to be 20 megapascal in each of those, so I expect this to come down, but then it shouldn't be going up very, very much. But I say that is progress today. So, obviously, this guy is just sat in here. We're not going to be using him for a while. To be fair, I'll just turn that off for now as well. Not needed. But I mean, this is a step in the right direction. All of our gas is now in a much better position. It's a bit more nicely laid out, I guess. I mean, what we could probably do just to... Because at the moment, seeing all the pipes and cables is a bit... Yeah. Let's very quickly make some more floor gratings. That is not a floor grating. How many do I need just to kind of tidy this up? 2, 4, 6, 8. But go for 10. You go there. You come with me. You go in there. These potatoes are going to be dead next time. Nothing I can do about them. Just keep eating them until they're gone. What are we on? 8, 9, 10. Thank you. So this is basically how this section is going to look. Which isn't too bad. I'm happy with that. Obviously you still see the pipes through it, but that don't matter. But yeah, it's got some organisation to it. That will obviously be going at some point and being replaced with an actual filter. The filter will probably end up using less power than that, to be honest, but I don't know. We are now running off oxygen on our jetpack, which means that we've got nitrogen spare, so we're injecting that into the base. CO2, we should be having a bit of a build-up. Whoops. Oh, it's going up now, look. So this tank has come down to temperature, which it has. Oh, that's a point. And he's going... Let me quickly go and check my liquid tank outside. I mean, if it's popped, it's too late anyway. But if it hasn't, it'll be interesting to see. Excuse me. Right. So we have... We've not quite hit the point yet where our pollutant is going to liquefy. So if we have a look at... So 56 degrees. That's not ice pollutant. So 56. We need a pressure of about 4... Let's go 4.2 megapascal. Right, we're almost there, to be fair. We are very, very close. Just need a little bit more pollutant. Unfortunately, I think we're about out anyway. But it is what it is. But yeah, another furnace cycle, and we should be able to start storing our liquid pollutant in there for use for something. So yeah, I mean, maybe for some people, not a lot of progress. For me, I feel better. I feel in a much better space now. So we'll pick up from here next time. Hopefully we'll be able to multiply our soy and our wheat seeds and start doing some better food other than potatoes, and the potatoes will become solely oxygen producers, which I know isn't efficient, but what you're going to do. Trader, I think... Do we depart you now? Because I'm just not going to bother with ferns. No, because we may buy some switchgrass off him and stuff. So we'll look at selling him some water, CO2, selling him a plant genetic analyzer, that's fine. Buy what we can, because like it would be nice to try and do some of the other foods. So we can do cake, I think is a thing. We can make canned food. I want the soy for the volatile. Not soy. Switchgrass. So yeah, we'll keep him as long as we can. Could probably turn this off, to be fair. Maybe we'll make more landing pads. This can solely be our little sea trader that we don't really do much with. And then we have maybe our 5x5 over here somewhere, and we'll stretch this walkway out a little bit and give it some support into the equator and whatever else. We'll wrap this around the base. We'll get some stairs here so we can get up to this. Yeah, quite a lot we want to do. Oh yeah, and our fuel is now perfectly mixed, which is also a nice benefit. So we've got, what's that? 32 kilomoles of fuel. So we're smashing it now. So I am very happy with where we currently are. So we will pick up from here next time and try and make some more progress. And we'll go from there. So until then, take care. Bye.